Imagine opening your feed and stopping cold on the first frame. Kristanna Loken in clean morning light, wind teasing a loose strand, the kind of steady gaze that makes a sidewalk feel like a set. No heavy retouch, no overbuilt backdrop, just daylight, line, and presence. It doesn't feel posed so much as caught, like the lens pressed pause at the exact second the day decided to begin. Pictures don't lie. The opener sets the tone. She steps along a rain-polished crosswalk, tailored jacket over a simple tee, boots finding the dry seams between reflections. Sun threads a slim ribbon along her shoulder. A streetcar hums past in tasteful blur. Nothing shouts. Everything lands. You can almost hear the city clear its throat. Swipe, and the world turns studio simple. Black and white, a single stool, and air. Kristanna sits half-turned, elbows on knees, expression somewhere between a hello and a dare. A high-key light sketches one side of her face and leaves the rest to shadow. No props, no ornaments. Negative space doing quiet work while presence does the styling. Minimal reads maximal when the subject knows who she is. Next, an industrial riverside, steel, water, sky. She rests a palm on a guardrail, chin tipped toward the light. The palette stays disciplined. Charcoal, ivory, a whisper of chrome, so composition can do the talking. A tugboat ghosts by, the frame hums, and you feel scale without spectacle. Cut to a cafe window. She leans into the glass with a paperback half closed, eyes flicking at something off-frame. Reflections braid the street into the picture. Neon, crosswalk stripes, a cyclist threading a puddle. She smiles at a thought only she knows, and the photo stops being pretty and starts being human. Ordinary turns cinematic because the person inside it carries a story that doesn't need to shout. Motion follows. A walk and talk along a tree-lined block, coat unbuttoned, scarf loose, tempo easy. The lens tracks. Background softens into tasteful blur. Window boxes, a doorman's nod, a sliver of late-morning sun. Hem flips, hair settles, and the shutter lands right as the cadence of her steps syncs with the moment. Stylists save this for proportions done right. One hero layer, two quiet supports, zero clutter. A close-up interrupts scale, window light, honest grain, and textures galleries often erase. A freckle the day remembered, a soft crescent at the corner of her mouth, a flyaway strand that refuses to behave. No porcelain smoothing, no glassy blur. The frame lands the truth captions chase. Confidence is the best edit. There's a rehearsal room beat, taped marks scuff the floor. A piano waits with the lid cracked, a pencil note in the margin. Hold the breath. She rolls a shoulder, taps a quiet count, and the shutter nabs the second before movement. You don't see choreography. You see readiness. That's why the image hums. Golden hour lifts everything. Rooftop, skyline stacked in clean geometry, wind arriving like an idea. She steps into the gust instead of bracing. Fabric moves, hair moves, posture holds. A diagonal runs from shoulder to city edge, graphic and human at once. Editors file it under print this big. There's a candid most galleries would cut. A slip of paper catches wind. She snags it midair, almost drops her phone, then laughs with someone just off frame. The camera wobbles a hair. The truth doesn't. That's the save and send shot, the one your group chat forwards with this. Back inside, a minimalist workspace, long table, scattered proofs, a fine tip marker uncapped. She studies a contact sheet, taps the margin twice, looks up, focus becoming decision. You can almost hear the soft thump of a folder closing, the quiet, this one. If these frames paused your scroll, tap like, subscribe for more Truth First galleries, and drop a comment with the moment that hit hardest, the studio calm, the cafe reflection, the rooftop wind, or that last horizon shot that says everything without saying a word.